Okay. Well, now this one's actually a video podcast, so I can't lie and say, oh, move in, there's some room in the back, please sit down. Is everyone enjoying the panels that have been to them? Yeah? All right. This is the last panel of the day. It's on costuming, and what can I say about costumes other than every time I wear one, they say, sir, you're going to have to put on a pair of pants if you're going to wear that skirt. Elizabeth Amber Love is actually hosted by two people today, or three people rather. We have Star Sapphire, Pearl Rivera, and Alice Little, but in reality, it's all the same people. But I had actually made a comment to the people I'm sharing my table with to say that it actually shows kind of how people could almost believe Clark Kent and Superman are two different people, because the Star Sapphire to the cowgirl were so different that it was great. But she's an adopted CGS geek who contributes a weekly review and a flash along with maintaining her own website. She writes for Dynamic Forces and Girls Entertainment Network and is constantly costuming. So I'm going to hand it over to her, and I hope you all enjoy it.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you to all you folks for coming out. Let me introduce our fine panel of guests here. Okay, we've got Dave Wachter, who's creator of Guns of Shadow Valley, and we've got yay, applause, standing ovation. Okay, we've got Marty from the 501st Garrison to represent evilness in every galaxy, and we've got Jamal Igle of super famous for Supergirl, and down at the end in the Snuggie, making me really jealous right now, is Mike Norton, who's really famous for Green Arrow and Black Canary and all sorts of other good stuff, and he gets, the award for best outfit of the day. So we are going to do a CGS version of Project Runway, and that way the artists will get put to work immediately. And if you don't know what Project Runway is, it is a comic book version of Project Runway. There's Project Rooftop is what it's called. So you can go on Twitter and just Google Project Rooftop. And what they do is redesigns. They make completely original designs of a character to be named. So, the character of the month might be Robin the Boy Wonder, and there's a big competition for artists to submit different ideas for what they want Robin the Boy Wonder to look like. And, they could be from changing it to Girl Wonder, something like that, or just redesigning the outfit, making it more modern, and, whatever they want to do. Some people like the cheesy spandex, like I do, and other people like the more, Smallville approach, putting everybody in biker leathers. So, or you can do steampunk. There's a lot of different genres and everything. So Project Rooftop is a blast just to even look at and go through their galleries. So the panelists have not had any idea, except for seeing me walk around like this, what the character is. So guys, get your pencils at the ready.
Nobody told me there was actual work involved.
I told you to bring your pencils.
I did, but nobody told me there was actual work involved.
Okay, so your character, you guys have 15 minutes to completely redesign your own version of the Mad Hatter.
The Mad Hatter.
And then we will have some special guest judges because the prize is donated by the Blumisimo, the giant Mad Hatter hat, and you have to wear it the rest of the day.
How long is it?
I don't want to wear it.
That's all I need with this Snuggie.
Mike has very interesting Facebook feeds. So while they are busy and hard at work, I'm here to answer your questions about the certain type of costuming, which I usually do is, superhero work. And then we've got Marty here from the 501st. That way, if you have questions about, molding plastics and special effects, prosthetics, things like that, Marty's going to be your guy that probably be able to answer that much better than I can. So, yeah, we heard that, Leroy. So, so I don't know if you want me to keep babbling or if you guys want to start asking questions, but if you do, you have to come up to the mic. So don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. So, are you watching the 15 minutes for me? Okay. All right. Anybody? Harold, come on up.
I've always been impressed by how well you guys can put your costumes together. How much of your costumes is made from scratch or sewn, and how much of it is just going to stores and finding stuff, thrift stores, costume shops, and bought?
For me, it's sort of, it depends completely on the character, because certain characters lend themselves for a more ready-to-wear line. If I was doing something adventurous like Athena Voltaire, I can get the boots easily without a problem. I can hit a thrift store, and that's what I did. I got those boots. The pants, things like that, I can more easily find. If it's a jacket that I can't find anywhere, then what I do is I find the closest pattern that I can, and I will have to sew it myself and modify it as I go.
Yeah,
So,
this is really-
like
it's not
this
good. No, it's not
dress,
good.
actually, my mother made for me when I was back in college, and she didn't do anything to the pattern, but she was able to just go to Joann's, buy a pattern, get some cotton, and stitch it together. But the outfits that I wore, like this week, the Cowgirl, completely store-bought, and the Star Sapphire was completely my own design, starting from scratch, including, did everybody see the horror that was Star Sapphire yesterday?
The horror?
This is a great costume to wear about how not to do things. Don't buy fabric online unless you have swatches, because when you think that you're buying something the color of Ange's top here and it comes out glow in the dark nuclear pink, you're going to blind people you see. So that's one tip. And that whole outfit, though, I completely designed from scratch. Then I was lucky, though, I found the purple gloves, found it at a thrift store. They're the best place for that kind of things. Go-go boots, you can find it, anywhere these days. So gloves are some of the hardest things to find in the right colors. Gloves I hate making. Hate. So, yes. Come on down.
A lot of times cosplayers are given a bad name by people who are in a costume that doesn't fit their certain body type. Do you think people should be allowed to dress as whatever they want, or they should go toward characters that are more look like them in shape or facial features?
No, I absolutely think you should be able to wear whatever you want. I think that's part of the joy of putting on a costume. Because, I'm not a 7-year-old little girl, and I'm wearing this. But no, I mean, a lot of people, if they follow any of my feeds at all, know that I had a serious weight problem. And, the last thing I want to hear, and I hear it, is that I'm a fat pig and shouldn't be in spandex. So people can be mean, and you're going to hear it, and when you see Spider-Man that's maybe should be retired. Or Spider-Man maybe needs a girdle. Hey, the guy's wearing it, he's out there and he's having fun, and he's obviously showing that he loves something. So, if they're brave enough to do it, then no, I say, round of applause to them. I've seen a body-painted Colossus that was, not at all what you see in a comic book.
We in the 501st, we don't discriminate against different sizes, shapes. There's a certain, there's no requirements, there's no discrimination according to what you can wear. There's all different size stormtroopers and different size heights, different size, widths, stormtroopers and Darth Vaders. But ideally, I was the Chewbacca walking around yesterday, so I lift my costume 14 inches, so I'm actually 7'9" when I'm trooping as Chewbacca. But I personally wouldn't want to be a 5-foot Chewbacca because it kind of wouldn't fit the costume. But there are people that just do a little lift on their shoe, and that's no problem. But we don't discriminate at all, and it's all about having fun.